Harbaugh now heads to Los Angeles Chargers.
If you think anyone can predict a Jim Harbaugh speech, you're out of your damn mind.
That's a beast! Beast mode! My God!
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
We have a Chargers quarterback that cusses, boys. This is dangerous.
Phillip Rivers sheds a tear.
We want to be known as world champions, and we're gonna do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than I?
Well, welcome back, everyone, to a brand new episode of Charger Chat. I'm Kevin Huggin Duggan,
KPBS,
sitting with my sweet little baby brother, Kyle the Coach Duggan.
That's me.
This is weird, dude. No Wooldog this week.
Yeah. If this is your first time listening to our podcast, don't judge us based on this episode because our superstar, our Pro Bowler, isn't even here today.
He's at the Pro Bowl.
The one that, he's at the Pro Bowl. Exactly. Yeah. He's hamming it up with Derwin and Thule and doing all the fun stuff, taking media days. So if this is your first time listening, give us another shot. This is just a little sample.
It's not going to be that bad, but yes, do come back if this is your first time. But I am going to try and hold on to the reins of what he usually does. I'm going to try and do some voices. Bear with me. I have to do an ad read. I hope we don't lose our ad after this.
Our sponsors are gone.
It should be a beautiful shit show. So let's get this started the only way we know how.
And if you want to know why I'm not attempting to host, it's because the very first episode we ever did, I thought that I would be the host of the show, and it was god awful. So I've already
persona non grata. You're not invited.
I've taken my name out of that hat. That's just not what I'm gifted at. So good luck.
Yeah.
Kev.
Well, we got to start it off with this. And the reason our Wooldog isn't here, first of all, he's at the Pro Bowl, but second of all, it's his birthday. So happy birthday to our sweet baby boy.
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wooldog. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Nailed it. Hey. Yeah. But he hasn't missed an episode in like 3 years.
Never.
He's done it every week. So many.
We've probably missed 25 each, and he's never missed a single episode.
No. So let's give this man a break, take some time, rejuvenate, and we'll get this going. So the first bit of news we have here is the Chargers are at the Pro Bowl, and it doesn't appear like there's a lot of them there. We got a little handful of Charger players that actually showed up.
I think the Pro Bowl is kind of becoming a little bit of a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Deshaun Watson in the Pro Bowl because that many quarterbacks didn't want to participate.
Deshaun Watson? You mean Shedeur Sanders?
Potato.
That would be even awesomer if Deshaun Watson was in that.
Deshaun makes the Pro Bowl, not played all year. But I was thinking about it because I was seeing all this on the social media. The guys are there. It's mostly just Derwin, Thule, and Cameron Dicker. Yeah. Which Dicker and Thule, first time ever getting nominated, they got to go and see what it's all about. This is we need Derwin at the Pro Bowl every year because he goes and recruits. He's working right now. Sure. Like he's hamming it up with all the other players. I guarantee he knows who the free agents are. He's going to go try to sell our coaching staff and what's going on at the Chargers. So we just need Derwin there just so he can be our advocate and trying to bring players to the team.
Yeah. Our liaison, if you will, to escort people to our organization. We got some more news. Obviously, McDaniel's our new offensive coordinator. We have a new defensive coordinator, and it's Chris O'Leary. And then some little info about Chris O'Leary, who spent the 2024 season as the team's safeties coach under head coach Jim Harbaugh, returns to the Bolts after spending last year as the defensive coordinator at Western Michigan. He turned around a defensive unit ranked number 9 in FBS and second in MAC in scoring defense. So he's a familiar face, man. He's the play, and the players got excited. There's some quotes in here of like when our players heard that he was going to be, coming in being the DC, they seem really excited about it.
Yeah. Another young guy that obviously can relate to the players. He's kind of like their age, it feels like.
Yeah.
But
he's young.
We were talking about on the Patreon. I just think there's so much value in the familiarity with the offense going to be so drastic and so different, to have a little bit more consistency on the defensive side of the ball, not going and trying to bring in a brand new guy, that's going to come in and have his own little tweaks to the scheme. I'm sure O'Leary will call it a little bit different than Minter did, but he's part of that tree. He coached with Harbaugh. So yeah, and seeing the players' reactions, that's all you need, dude. That's that seal of approval. Jim's gonna say what he has to say because he helped hire him. But when you have the players going out of their way on Twitter and to be pumped about it, that's freaking huge.
Well, and this is a question mark too going into the year. We know what McDaniel is. Like everyone's so excited with that. Like the best hire we've had in a long time in terms of the offensive coordinator, like a big name. They kind of sidestepped with this a little bit. Like we don't know. He was 1 year defensive coordinator in college. So is he going to be able to get in there and the idea that he could live up to what Minter did is kind of lofty goals. But if he can get anywhere near that with the players and getting them motivated, like our guys were rolling there all season long. So let's just pray that he can.
Well, he's got a similar resume to what Minter had before he became RTC. You know, he's like that young guy that knows a lot. Like Tony Jefferson was talking about how much he learned from O'Leary in just 1 year. That was his first year out of retirement. So the guy's 10 plus years in the league already. He spent a whole year as on a front office staff. And then he comes in and says, this young guy's teaching him new things he's never heard of. Yeah. So it's not an IQ thing. The guy's got the IQ. They sent him off for a year to go get practice, game planning, and scheming, and obviously did a great job turning around Western Michigan's defense. So, yeah, I don't. All signs point to this being another very similar Jesse Minter situation. And you didn't have to pay him a ton. It's finally got a coach that you don't have to pay a gajillion dollars to because all the other ones are making bank. So, I think he's
probably making less than our strength and conditioning coach at this point.
Probably, but yeah, I was pumped. I didn't even, when we talked about it last week, he wasn't even really on the radar yet. They hadn't interviewed him. We didn't hear about him scheduling for an interview. We all thought it was going to be. We all were hoping it was a current staffer, and that's pretty much what they did. This guy's only 1 year removed from being with the organization, so I think it's huge. I think it'll be great.
He made an impression for sure. And, some of the guys, after seeing that he was hired, Elijah Molden said, yes, sirski, let's get to work. Love it. Tony Jefferson just said bang, which is very nice. The Ranger, Deion Henley said, let's go, let's work. And Irwin was also excited. Let's go was the classic go-to for that.
Yeah. They already got a nickname for him, CO. Chris O'Leary's got his own. They're calling him by nickname. They're boys, dude.
The chief.
Let's get in here. Let's get to work, coach.
Let's go, CO. So then, after, Mike McDaniel news came out and there's a little bit of people are starting to dig a little more and look some stats up. This is the one I saw was like, holy crap, this is pretty nice. Bolts blitz QB hits by season for Tua Tagovailoa during the McDaniel years, 2022 to 2025 per Summer Sports. This is how, Tua getting hit 2022, 21 times, 2023, 28 times, 2024, 10 times, 2025, 17 times. That's for the 4 years he's been hit 76 times. Justin, this last year, how many times did he get hit?
75 times.
So this is clearly, and they didn't have the most amazing offensive line all the time. No. I think this is just McDaniel scheming it up where he's not putting him in a situation where it's a 7-step drop and he's just like, sit there and let this shit develop. Like he's getting more creative. So Justin doesn't have to get his ass kicked every Sunday.
Right. And we brought over the O-line coach, the same guy that contributed to those low pressure rates. Yeah. So it's crazy that Tua had so many injuries when it seemed like his coaches were doing everything. His coaches were doing everything possible to keep him from getting hit. Yet he's just going out of his way to try to get hurt on his scrambles. So yeah, I mean, dude, we all know Mike McDaniel's he's got the offensive mind to scheme up, get guys in the best positions. Now, I will say, when you have Justin Herbert, you're probably going to have a few more plays where he holds the ball a little bit because you want guys down the field. Because you know the plays that he can connect on. But I mean, he 76 hits. Tua was averaging like 1 hit a game. For the last 2 years. Yeah. So and Justin 75 times he got hit this year. That's insane.
Well, and I'm excited with the McDaniel thing because like there's so many years of these Dolphin fans just talking shit about Justin and like pumping up Tua. Like, let's see what happens. We now have your offensive coordinator, and let's see what Justin is with your guy. So it's going to be one of those perfect situations where you can't really argue your way out of it because it's literally perfect situation.
If I was a bet man, I'd say the Dolphins fans have given up on that comparison. They know what it is. Justin's done what he's done in 7 seasons with 5 different offensive coordinators.
Yeah.
You know, like there's been zero consistency whatsoever as far as play calling goes, and he's still outperforming. I mean, he's not even in the same conversation as Justin, like by commentators and by the media. They're not even in the same ballpark. So it'll be cool to see what Mike McDaniels can do with the shiny new toy.
Oh, for sure. And the Dolphins, they're even considering, like, what are they going to do with this contract they just paid Tua?
Right.
Like, the question is McDaniel the reason why he played that well? Because we're about to find out really quick with the new offensive coordinator with Tua what happens there. And what you said earlier about the coordinators, like, I just thought it'd be interesting to run through what Justin's had so far. So it started with Shane Steichen. Then it went to Joe Lombardi, Kellen Moore, Greg Roman, now Mike McDaniel. This is his 5th coach in 7 seasons. So it's just insane that I think the standard is so high for what the ownership sees what Justin's capable of, and they're just not taking any time with these people. If they don't work out, they're gone.
Right. Or they're like, in the case of Kellen Moore, he got a head coaching position. So
yeah.
Well, no, that's not true. He went to Philadelphia for a year
for another
won
OC.
a Super Bowl, and then he went to
he left with Staley.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just interesting. Hopefully this one pans out, and but if it pans out really well, the problem is McDaniel's probably going to go get a head coaching job somewhere else pretty quick. So if he parachutes into the Chargers organization, takes us to a Super Bowl, helps us get to a Super Bowl and do something, I don't care, whatever you want.
And well, look, I think that's one of the superpowers of Jim Harbaugh is hiring great coaches. Yeah. Like they want to come coach with him. So it's not, I think the turnover is going to happen. That's what football is now. We just saw 2 more coordinators get hired for head coaching positions today. Mm-hmm. Vegas has kind of low key agreed to terms.
Kubiak.
With Kubiak. And then there was another one. The Cardinals just hired a coordinator from somewhere else. So it's like, yeah, I think so. I can't remember, but that's just what happens. They're the next man up. It seems like teams are less likely to take a shot on an ex-head coach unless it's a situation of John Harbaugh, which God knows why he was fired. That's insane. Most of the time they're jumping to OCs and DCs. So there's going to be turnover no matter what. You just want to have a head coach that can go out and get another good one, and that's what Jim can do.
Yeah, for sure. And then, we didn't really get a chance to look at some of the quotes from Mike McDaniel last week. His first quote from the press conference that was interesting was, having time with Jim and Joe, I didn't take long for me to have feet on the ground and feel that this was kind of what I was looking for. You just want to be a part of a hungry organization with like-minded football people that are doing anything and everything to win. So
yeah,
that's always been the case.
Right. One of the other quotes that stuck out to me was when he talked about how Jim didn't try to sell him. Like he wasn't trying to like fluff up the organization and pitch him on why he should be there. It was almost like a no. Why? It was almost like he went Step Brothers on him and flipped the interview. Like why should we hire you? Why like why do you deserve to coach with us? Type of a deal. But it obviously worked with him, and I cannot wait for these press conferences throughout the year with Jim going up to the podium. And then right after you get Mike McDaniel coming up to the podium, just such a weird, bizarre, perfect quotes coming left and right. It's going to be awesome.
Well, and for me, I'm going to be honest. Like I wasn't on the last couple episodes because I was working on that movie, but before he was hired, Mike McDaniel I did not like him. I thought he was just annoying and just like not the dude. Like I was not impressed with him whatsoever. But it's so funny how like I'm so easily swayed. Like I might dislike somebody so much. As soon as he became a Charger, I was like, I'm in. I love him. I don't care what the past was. I'm just a McDaniel guy now. So I'm still trying to get used to like I'm slightly stoned all the time cadence of his voice. But I think it's going to work out just fine.
Yeah, he's a Charger now. So I'm on his team. I'll defend his weird cadence.
Yeah, I just need something to defend. That's like what I need in my life, and the Chargers give that to me.
Yep.
Last quote from McDaniel about QB Justin Herbert. He hasn't neared the ceiling of what he is capable of.
Amen, brother.
And I agree.
Let's hit that elevator. Let's get to the ceiling.
Dude.
No, you know what I want to do? I want to go full Willy Wonka elevator and shoot through that ceiling.
We're exploding into the sky, left, right, up, down. We can go wherever we want.
Right. Exactly. 1 million buttons. You push all of them, Mike.
Hit them all, baby.
Just go full elf. Just get all the buttons.
Hit them all. All right. So this is the part where I don't remember what Adam says. Patreon. Come to our Patreon.
No, you got to have a better transition than that, dude. What about something with all the buttons?
Speaking of buttons, why don't you click those buttons and head over to Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat, where you can hang out with like-minded, awesome people and watch us do crazy shit. We have videos every week and we have a good time. You never know what's going to happen over at Charger Chat at Patreon. So join us. And also, you can go to this is the hard. He's got it memorized. He locks it down. Go to chargerchat.com.
You're doing good.
Yeah. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. You can you can post questions and Ask Boltfam and Charger Chat of Tears. So go to chargerchat.com and subscribe.
Yeah. That was good, dude.
Thanks, dude. All right, on to our ad read. Here we go. Underdog Fantasy. Football's biggest game is right around the corner, and you get in on all the action with Underdog. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just head to the app. Make picks on if a player will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, rushing yards, receptions, and more. If you get them right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Honestly, this is the only thing that makes watching the Super Bowl interesting for me.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. Like yeah.
Have you looked up any of the picks on what you're feeling?
I'm massaging. I'm feeling it out. I'm feeling like going on like a whole bunch. I'm going to do like a 10 picker. I'm going to swing for the fences.
Right now, QB yards, you got Drake May higher, lower 222.5.
Oh shoot.
And Sam Darnold higher, lower 229.5. They've got some good choices in here, boys. This could be a tough one. A lot of half touchdowns. If you think anybody's going to score, just hit that higher.
Just hit it higher, dude. Always go higher. What are you waiting for? Download the app today and use the promo code CChat to score $75 in fantasy bonus entries when you play your first $5 on fantasy. That's promo code CChat. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18, 19 plus in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with their play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. We did it, Kyle.
Good job, dude.
We landed on the moon.
What's crazy is when Adam does it, I don't even read the script. I'm just like, yeah, he's doing it.
No,
he's doing it so fast.
You're panicking for me, dude.
I was trying to help you. I was like, yeah, he's doing it. He's doing good. He's doing it. He's doing it. He's at the 10. He's at the 5.
All right. Well, speaking of touchdowns, we're about to go to a new segment. You know him. You love him. The Craig Experience. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on in, man. Kick your feet up.
Oh.
So, if you think about it,
Hello there.
make yourself at home. Got some stuff to talk about, right? Moving on.
Here we go, folks. How we doing? First off-season TCE, and your boy's back. Took a couple weeks, iced up, healed up from the season that was, because as we all know, our beloved Los Angeles Chargers lost for the second year in a row in the wild card round of the playoffs. But let's be completely honest. They had to overcome a ton of adversity in 2025. Outside the injuries, like, if we're being realistic, the Rashawn Slater injury was one thing, but once Joe Alt went down the second time and we knew it was season ending, the majority of us probably thought it was a wrap, but they willed themselves to 11 wins nonetheless. And as I said, overcoming obstacles, not all of them were injury related. Some of them, one in particular, was overcoming a person on the team that was a play caller that came across as a bit of a double agent of sorts. That's right, Greg Roman. But here's the good news. As we all know, a couple days after that loss, got the boot right on up out of there. And he's been replaced with what could arguably be one of the greatest hirings outside of Jim Harbaugh in Chargers franchise recent history. And that is Mike McDaniel. And boy, oh boy, when we talk about a difference in play calling, y'all already know what it is. But me being the football sicko that I am, took about a week to dig into the scheme a little bit to give y'all some details about what you should be looking forward to. And there's a lot to be excited about, folks. So without further ado, y'all know who it is, Mr. Bowganger Do Not Bang. And it's an off-season edition of TCE. That's right, the Craig Experience. So without further ado, let's get to the business, shall we? All right, so again, this particular episode is going to be very Mike McDaniel centric because I feel like we need to delve into everything that he brings to the table and what you can look forward to in this new high octane offense. We can start here. My first choice for OC this offseason was Brian Daboll, but McDaniel was like my 1B, 2, however you want to consider it. And that was mainly because my primary fear was like, how long is McDaniel actually going to stick around? But listen, if he ends up being a key piece to the Bolts Super Bowl run next year, I'll lend my time to help load his family's belongings alongside whichever moving service he chooses. And I mean, like, free of charge for the free ski, no joke. Overall, when we're talking Mike McDaniel, he is literally the ultimate anti-Greg Roman. So I couldn't be happier about that. There's no lack of creativity in play calling, which means, ta-da, decreased overall predictability. So the defense lives on its heels and the offense can consistently dictate terms, which is something a Jim Harbaugh offense absolutely wants to do. And I know when you think McDaniel, the first thing that probably comes to mind is the pill being dished all over the field to a collection of some of the fastest human beings God has ever put on the planet Earth. But that's kind of more so of a recency bias thing. You really have to step back and look at the macro here. He served as a running backs coach, a receivers coach, a run game coordinator, as well as an OC, which means this man has an intimate understanding of run and passing game marriage. But at his core, he's a run first guy, which aligns perfectly with the foundation of what we know all Jim Harbaugh led programs and organizations to be built upon. So let's break down what a Mike McDaniel offense is really about. Number one, it's built on familiar ideas, but with a twist. So at its foundation, McDaniel's offense looks a lot like others from the Shanahan coaching tree. So you'll see a bunch of wide zone runs, play action passes, bootlegs, and tight formations. None of that is new on its own. The difference is how he packages and presents those ideas. Second, a lot of the same plays, but endless looks. Because McDaniel loves to shuffle formations and send players in motion before the snap. You saw a ton of this during his time with the Miami Dolphins. So the plays themselves, they stay fairly simple, but they're constantly dressed up in different ways. And because the same play can show up out of like many different formations, defenses can't lean on tendencies or familiar clues. Basically, it makes game planning against that a complete headache. Now, the way that the offense is kind of balanced out and what he shows you isn't necessarily trickery, it's more pressure. So this offense isn't really about gimmicks or eye candy. I know he's gotten kind of the shtick of that being his thing, but the goal is to force defenders into tough choices. So essentially, McDaniel will design plays so defenders have to cover multiple threats at once, and whichever option they pick, the offense is ready to attack the other one. It's controlled chaos, essentially, not flash for flash's sake. Add to that the fact that everything looks the same at first. So to piggyback off of some of my prior points, before the ball is snapped, run plays, short passes, deep shots, they all look identical. So that consistency makes it hard for defenses to know what's coming just by lining up. And what this does is it'll also buy the offense additional time for plays to develop. So you know, a lot of those 5 to 7 step drops that we saw last year that were kind of off or not, based on the way that McDaniel works them into the offensive game plan, there's a lot more time to get them off because of everything that he's shown the defense throughout the game to set these plays up. It's not just the arbitrary 5 to 7 step drop and getting your QB destroyed, as we saw time and time and time and time over last year. So it's all very strategic. And one of my absolute favorite aspects of this game is the quarterback is always on the move. So instead of planting the QB in one spot, the offense shifts where the throw comes from. And basically what that does is it changes the angles that defenders have to defend. So it slows down the pass rushers. It makes coverage assignments tougher to maintain. And again, it buys your QB more time and space. Sorry, Greg, you were really bad. And again, this is a reoccurring theme throughout all of this. It's the way that the picture is painted. So you get one story, but multiple different endings. So runs and passes are designed to look completely connected. Like the blocking movement and the fake actions all mirror each other. So defenses keep seeing the same picture, even when the play finishes differently. Rather than inventing new plays every week, McDaniel relies on like a small set of core ideas and runs them in a gang of variations, and to great effect. And another one you guys are gonna love that I can't get enough of. It's turning short plays into long gains. So we'll wrap it up kind of sort of here. The offense is built to maximize yards after the catch. So receivers are often catching passes in stride, already moving upfield, which makes it easier to turn modest completions into big gains. So remember all those requests last year about getting the ball into your playmakers' hands, guys that can really get it done after the catch? Ladd, QJ, Trey Harris. Well, this offense is designed especially for their types of players. And again, keep in mind, I know a lot of us got enamored with all the speed the Miami Dolphins put out there on the field, but the truth of the matter is that was out of necessity. McDaniel didn't even run RPO until he got to Miami, and he had to facilitate Tua's strengths and kind of mitigate his weaknesses. So since Tua doesn't really have a howitzer attached to his shoulder, he had to get the ball out quickly into playmakers' hands. With Herbert, you have all of the options available to you. So when we're talking about making it happen in the passing game, look no further. It's gonna happen this year because we finally have an offensive coordinator that can take advantage of all of Justin Herbert's strengths. Lastly, think about how this benefits Justin Herbert. Now that we're on the subject, number 10, no more stagnant offense. The days of lining up, running the same looks, and hoping something magically works should be over at this point. I mean, this offense is built to move, shift, and stress defenses pre-snap and post-snap. So you're going to force opponents to react instead of just letting them sit comfortably and tee off on 10, which was, again, really hard to watch last year. No more sitting duck in a collapsing pocket, essentially. I mean, the quarterback won't be stuck standing still while the pocket caves in around him. Expect more movement. So, as I mentioned before, rollouts, boots, quick game, and design answers to pressures. Defenders can't just pin their ears back and hunt. It's not going to be a thing. You're going to see far less playing behind the chains. Early downs will actually matter. You're going to get better run efficiency, smarter play calls, and built-in answers against loaded boxes. And this should keep the offense manageable down the distance, in my opinion. These situations are going to be far more frequent instead of constantly staring down like second and long and third and forever. Next, the fact that he's going to have real offensive adjustments on the fly. Now, I feel like as he develops in this offense, he's going to get more autonomy at the line of scrimmage, but probably to start things off, this will be more Mike McDaniel produced and orchestrated, and Herbert will just kind of follow suit. But when the defenses take something away, the response won't be to stubbornly keep forcing it. As he who shall not be mentioned ever again on the show, well, at least in this segment, would consistently do. So there will actually be counters and wrinkles and in-game adjustments to attack whatever weakness the defense is giving. Not the only one that the Chargers wish were there. I want to say his name, but I said I wasn't going to do it again. So we're going to move past that. And really and truly, ultimately, something to look forward to, maybe above all else. No more superhero ball every Sunday. Justin Herbert won't have to duck into the phone booth, throw on a cape, and save the day, snap after snap, just to keep the Chargers competitive. So the system will do more of the heavy lifting, which will allow him to play faster, in rhythm, and within structure. And then take over when it actually matters, not out of necessity. And while I could keep going on and on about this offense, I won't, because I want to show respect to the fellas. Well, I tell you what, as the season goes on, we'll talk a little bit more about it here and there. You guys know where you can follow me on the Bird app, TOP_FLYT3. You know who I be. But also, next time we kick it, I'll talk to you about Chargers' new defensive coordinator, Chris O'Leary, because I want to give him the attention he deserves as well. I'm sure you guys are going to like it because it all falls from that Harbaugh tree of defensive coordinators. You got Mike McDaniel in the Super Bowl. You got Jesse Minter taking the gig over in Baltimore, and now you got Chris O'Leary, and they follow similar paths. And I think you might find that the result might be somewhat similar as well. We got to let that bear out, but I'm just confident in it. anyways, we will do that later on. Again, folks, it's the off season. You know where you can find me over at the Lightning Round podcast. As things wear on into the off season, we'll start doing more player evaluations, breakdowns, because that's right, draft season is nearly upon us. It's February now, so got the combine coming up, which is something I always look forward to. You got free agency in March, and then before you know it, time to pick some more players in April. So until the next one, y'all know who it is again. Follow me on, I'm never calling it X, it's Twitter, always. Mr. TOP_FLYT3, aka Mr. Bolt Gang, or Do Not Bang. And until the next one, we're talking a little bit of Chris O'Leary. Y'all be cool, take it easy, be safe out there. Okay? Love you, bye.
Well, thank you, Craig. You're the man. We love you.
Man,
He's done like 170 plus of these for our show. This is insane. Yeah. This is like number 174 or something that he's done. 175. Ooh. Happy 175th anniversary.
Wow, Craig.
We love you, dude.
That's impressive, dude. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I think that's the buzz around all of Charger fandom is Mike McDaniel. I just want to see what it looks like too. I just need to see them together, because it's like Mike McDaniel's just weird enough that I feel like he fits Justin's weird, because Justin is kind of a weird guy. Like him and Joe Alt's celebrations, they're kind of weird and goofy. Justin only talks in movie quotes. So he's got kind of a different vibe too. So I think him and Mike are going to hit it off.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that relationship for sure. And then he said he's going to do O'Leary this time, and I can't wait to hear what his thoughts on what that is and what that might mean for our team. So, yeah, dude, thanks, Craig. You're the man. We appreciate you. All right, so this next segment, I'm going to try. Let's see what happens. This could be the most embarrassing thing. All right, it's time for Ask Boltfam.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Don't jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do.
I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
All right, folks, we are back with an Ask Boltfam. First up, we got Guerrero21, and his question goes like this. All right, here we go. Oh, boy. Update on resigning Owe. That's my Mickey Mouse.
That was good, dude.
Thanks, man. Not
that was
bad.
Really good. Yeah, that was a good Mickey.
Yeah, so what do we think on Owe? I haven't heard anything yet, but there's a part of me, man, I really think he would really be great for us. After what he did this last season, came in with basically just unfamiliar with everything, like brand new, just sacks from day one.
Yeah, it was crazy. 5 games with Baltimore, 0 sacks, comes in with us, and in the playoff game, he has 2 forced fumbles and 3 sacks. Like, he definitely put the seal on. No, I'm an elite pass rusher. Especially big games, you go out and make plays like that. Yeah. And it felt like in every big game, like against Philadelphia, like all those big games down the stretch, he was making big plays. So, unfortunately, we don't have any insider information. We don't have any sources that we're choosing not to plug. We just don't know anybody, but I'm hoping that a re-signing comes. I would rather go with what I know, and I know that he can make plays, than taking a shot with a rookie or hoping for something else to pay off. We have enough money. That's one of those positions you have to have a high dollar guy at. And with Thule, you still have a couple more years on his rookie deal. So it seems like a no-brainer, but I guess we'll have to just wait and see.
Do you think that's depending on what happens with Mac, first of all?
Maybe, but Mac's not going to demand giant money. It's not going to be a $25 million deal. He's going to get another $12 million for the 1 year. And I think you would probably still do both. I think if you want Owe, you're going to go get him regardless if you have Khalil.
Got it.
And that room feels really, really good if you get both.
Yeah, I'm all in on Owe, so let's bring him back. All right, here we go. Guardians of Victory. Let's do this.
Hey, did y'all see Justin and Madison at the Grammys? My boy is looking happy and living his best life. And I see Coach was in Mobile for the Senior Bowl. Any ideas on who we're looking at? That was shit.
That was good, dude. No, you don't. We're not.
And he asked for Beetlejuice. So that's
no, you hot route. Check Omaha. We're going Macho Man. Yeah. No, you did good. You can't compare yourself to Adam. That's not a fair comparison. You did good for you.
See, this is the nicest you've ever been to be on this podcast, dude.
I know. I feel like you just need it right now because you're doing your best.
I'm struggling. So thoughts on Madison and Justin at the Grammys?
It was cute.
Yeah. He looks kind of out of place. Like when he's all dressed up, he looks a little too I don't know what it is. He just does not look like he wants to be there at all from the pictures I saw.
He definitely looks uncomfortable. That's for sure. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily want to be there, but it's a good boyfriend move. You go show up for your girl and support her, even though everyone knows that that's the last place you want to be.
Yeah, for sure. And then, the Senior Bowl, I didn't really get a chance. My family's been sick all week, so I've been just catering to them. But there definitely was some interesting Senior Bowl stuff coming up, especially the defensive tackle out of Florida. Looked really insane, the reps that I saw. I can't remember his name right now, but I'm going to have to dive into that more for future episodes.
We all know O-line is what we need. That's just an absolute necessity. This Ginnings dunker out of Iowa, I sent you and Adam.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the dream pick. He is so nasty.
Yeah.
He's Bud Banquet. He's not messing around.
Yeah.
He's got that red mullet, and they showed and he's projected as a top like 10 talent in the draft, and he's one of the top offensive linemen. If somehow, some way he can fall down to our pick at what are we this year?
22 maybe?
22.
Think so. We should know this. We have a Charger podcast. Give me 22.
Give me 22.
Where are the Chargers picking this upcoming draft?
We clearly haven't moved on to draft.
22. No, we did it. 22.
Oh, we were right. See, we're smart, dude.
Yeah. We knew it.
Yeah. So this Jennings Duncan or Dunker. What a great name too.
Yeah. No, he's talking about how he drinks 5 cups of coffee before he practices, and he drinks coffee on the sideline. The dude's just jacked. Yeah, he's just jacked and ready to go at all times. His heart might explode when he's done playing, but he'll be ready on Sundays.
And any University of Iowa offensive lineman, give him to me. I'll take him.
That's where the corn is.
I want those crazy redheaded mullets and Polynesians. That's what I want my whole offensive line to
be. Yeah, dude. That's all. I'm all for it. I'm excited to see what these interior offensive linemen are, because we need it. We need a center. We need some guards. And
for sure.
That's where you get them the cheapest. All right. Well, thank you, Guardians of Victory. Now we move on to Athir Kadir. Oh, wait, we didn't do that right. Athir
Kadir.
Thank you. Sorry, it's crazy.
This is a long one, dude.
Adam, this doesn't work. I don't know how this is gonna go. I might fall out of it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Georgia chat, baby, and my lovely and awesome Bolt fam, best in the world. How is everyone doing? I hope and pray. All my love. So much doing great, baby. This week is Utah. Yes, give me 2. Like I start with this, I hope my baby boy Kevin is back. I am, and I'm reading your question, baby. Movie star, let's go. AKA Steven Seagal, the legend. Steven Seagal, he says. Oh, that shook me. Sorry. First question, baby. Please, before the schedule comes out, I want you to pick one home game and one road game you cannot wait for, even if you do not attend. I love to see different answers from you guys. Georgia Chat boys, I will go first. Please, road game is easy. Week 1, give me the fucking Ravens in Baltimore. I hate this team and the city. Let's fucking go. We coming for that ass, Ravens. Fans home. Game Thanksgiving night, SoFi Stadium, under the lights. Rams vs. Chargers. Let's fucking go, soldiers. As Tony Francis says, ha. Second question. Most likely, we trade back or pick guard. We start with my lovely Coach Kyle, followed by my awesome and best friend, a.k.a. superstar Kevin, Steven Seagal. We close, as always, with my baby, my love, my heart, my life forever, Wooldog. That's harder than it looks.
That's long, dude. Yeah, you did good. That was a good one. I'll give you a B+ for sure.
That's generous.
Okay.
Yeah, so in terms of like who we have coming up, do you want to look at the...
Yeah, a home and road game that I'm excited for the road game in Buffalo. I'm not going to predict when it's going to be, but Buffalo's got their new fancy stadium. They got a new head coach. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of turnover on the roster since they're calling out players. in press conferences. But Buffalo on the road, because obviously Buffalo is always going to be a contender. But they got Josh Allen. They're going to be tough. So that'll be a fun one to watch on the road. Yeah. And then at home, I want the freaking Texans. We have to beat those little sons of guns.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of Houston. So I'll be, those are the two, obviously all of our divisional games against Broncos, Chiefs, and Raiders. I want to see all those, but outside of that, give me the Texans at home. I want to win that game. And then Buffalo on the road will be fun in the new stadium against the new regime.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to take the Patriots at home because I do not like how that game ended. I'd be fine opening the season with that. Let's say they lose in the Super Bowl and we get them home opener, start this thing off, play the Patriots again. That's what I'm all about. And then, I think Miami be fun too. He can go back there and beat up on Tua. We got McDaniel now. So I'll just say that to be a contrarian and be a little different than your answer.
I like it.
Second question, most likely we trade back or pick guard.
Pick guard.
Just 22.
Yeah, I just everyone, like, you have to debate, should we trade back, get more picks? What are you going to get? I don't think people are going to give you crazy capital to go to pick 22. The only time you really trade back is if you're in the top 10 and you have your quarterback. Then you think about trading back to pile up picks. But at 22, it just doesn't make sense. I think you pick the best player available, hopefully. And in that range, it's usually you're going to get one of the top, if not the top, interior offensive linemen. So in my head, that feels like a no-brainer.
Yeah, no, I'm with you too. And it'll also kind of depend on what happens, shakes out in this free agency too, because I think we might come out of the gate really fast and furious with the amount of money we have. And if we sign, I know they were talking about like Zeitler is like the best guard. But the thing is, our whole offensive line could change so much based on what McDaniel wants to do. And if that's a player in the first round that is a guard that has that athleticism as opposed to the bulldozer giant men that we brought in, and maybe he changed, maybe he doesn't, maybe he, it's less of that and he kind of shifts to what we have personnel wise. But I don't know. I don't see. I think you have good options here, and I think it's gonna be easy for Charger fans because we're not gonna be fighting over like we need a wide receiver. It is so clear what we need that I think we can pretty much all get behind it.
Yeah.
So, agreed. All right, Athir. Sorry, Adam's not here, but we love you, baby. All right, I'm moving on to Tom Lytle. Let's do this. I'm just going to read this normally because I have one other voice and I'm saving it for the last one.
Okay.
Charger chat, Utah. We got 2 new coordinators, and please, everyone, keep their pants on. Food combinations: roasted jalapeno and blackberry balsamic vinegar, sausage, jalapeno, pineapple pizza, or Brussels sprouts, bacon, honey, and black pepper. My question for each of you is, what is on the menu for your Super Bowl party? At Casa Lytle, the plan will be ribeye, cauliflower mash, and most likely Brussels sprouts recipe. As always, love you guys. Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck the Patriots. Let's go Seahawks. FTR. K, love you. Bye.
That was a good voice.
Yeah, that was mine. Thank you. You're being too nice to me. This is weird. This is.
I know. We need Adam back.
Yeah, we need Adam back so we can be dicks to each other again.
Yeah, I know. Damn it, Adam.
Please don't take any more time off, Adam. This doesn't work without you, Toad.
All right. Now, what Adam does is he goes back through and picks out the question. So go ahead.
Yeah. So, what is our meal menu for the Super Bowl party? What do you have? What do you have planned at home?
We haven't hashed it out fully, but I know that we're going to be smoking something on the Traeger. I'm thinking it's going to be a tri-tip, but when you're cooking for a lot of people, that gets pricey, and we're usually the hosts for most of Valley Center that comes over to our house. So we may do a tri-tip for the adults, and then for the kids, probably some nugs,
Dino nugs, dude.
Queso. Yeah,
get in there.
Just go with Old Faithful. What about you? Your wife always cooks yummy breads and stuff.
Yeah, she does this bread that it's sourdough, which she's making her own sourdough right now, and I'm getting like a loaf every other day. It's like the best thing in the world. But it's sourdough. She cuts it up. She loads it up with cheese and bacon, and then puts it back in the oven, and it's like pull apart. It's insane. So that, and then we'll probably, my kids are picky eaters, so we're probably going to do some pizza. I don't know where from, but we'll do some za, bro.
And we are firm believers in pineapple on pizza, in case anyone was wondering.
I'm all for it, for sure.
Yeah. You've been doing that since day one. I feel like as soon as the first ever pineapple was put on pizza, you started eating it?
That was front in line.
Dude, I remember back in like elementary school, we were having Hawaiian pizza, that Canadian bacon and pineapple.
It's very
crazy.
It's very divisive. People think we're absolutely insane, but I'm all for it.
It's good. Sweet pizza.
All right, here we go. We're going out with this from Smokin' Ert. And the question goes like this. Oh, yeah. First time, long time. First off, you guys are pretty fucking awesome. Being a longtime Charger fan can make a man go to a pretty dark place. But you three guys really embody the true meaning of being die-hard fans and your shamelessly positive attitude, and I appreciate it. I pride myself on keeping the hope that our Chargers will hoist the Lombardi, even though every time they build me up and rip my heart out like a super hot, batshit crazy, toxic girlfriend that I can't shut the fucking door on. Anyways, I've let her back in because she gets this awesome OC named Mike McDaniel, and now I'm vaping. Bought myself a pair of Capri joggers and bringing her a dozen roses because I'm wiped, boys. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I have a question for each of you. Coach, what's your take on being Herbert's fifth OC? Is this a final Infinity Stone type situation, or is our QB on a scheme overload? Kev, which offensive player, not Herb, will benefit the most in McDaniel offense, and why? Wooldog, what kind of stats will Justin Herbert have to put up in order to win the MVP next season? And will he be snubbed because McDaniel will take some of the credit for unlocking him? Thank you guys for everything you do and rekindling that passion for our super hot, batshit crazy, toxic girlfriend we all love, the Chargers. Okay, love you, bye.
Oh, I like the "Kid Love You Bye" at the end. Thank you.
Love you. Bye. Yeah. Thank you for first time question, dude. I'm sorry that wasn't Adam reading that. So, and he asked for a Seth Rogen voice. So come back next week. Adam will be here and it'll be much better. But let's go to the questions. So starting with Kai, what's your take on being Herbert's fifth OC? On this being Herbert's fifth OC and this being the final Infinity Stone type situation, or is our QB on scheme overload?
Yeah, scheme overload. I mean, I like that name. That's a good phrase. I don't know. I think Herbert's smart enough, dude. And if you ever talked to or heard NFL players talk about it, it's like they all have kind of the same thing. It's just a little bit different ways of doing stuff. This feels like it's a little bit more drastically different as far as like very scheme specific week to week. Whereas it felt like Greg Roman was just going to run what he was going to run and you hope for good matchups. But I think this is the Infinity Stone. I think this is the last one that you need to get in there to really unlock everything, because he's just going to be put in better situations and taking better advantage of the weapons that we have. I mean, how do you not get QJ on crossers? I was screaming for crossing routes the whole second half of that season.
Yeah.
Because you just don't have time. They're running man-to-man, and you have no time to throw. How are you not getting short crossers? They're blitzing everybody. Just run some short crossers, get him the ball, and let him take off. So I don't know. I don't think it's scheme overload. I think he's going to be ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. There's he's got a lot of football knowledge now. He's got a lot of schemes. The question, will he wear that crazy wrist thing that has like, a full like 15 pages of shit, or will it just be like simple? We'll find out really quick if that thing's on or off.
My question is, how are they not digital yet? Like, how does he not just have a digital play card that they can just type in the play and it pops up? Like, how are they still doing flip open paper printouts that are laminated? How is it not digital? It blows my mind.
Dude, I think it's old coaches. Hey, you know how Dad is. He likes his laminated sheets. He likes the old school tactile thing. Maybe a McDaniel is what you need to bring in, like the visor with the readout and shit. They have that.
Yeah.
Just got to get it approved by the NFL. All right. For me, which offensive player, not Herb, will benefit the most in McDaniel's offense and why? I think it'll be Ladd McConkey for sure, because he is such a Swiss Army knife, and he just was not utilized well this year. I don't know what it was. I just don't know if he was creative enough to get him open and to really get the most out of him. I think he is going to go off next year with McDaniel. And there's so many other guys that could too, but I think he's the big one that's really going to stand out.
Yeah, he's kind of that little like that weird player that's hard to hard to like put him in the right spots, but if you have a good enough coach to do it, it's such a mismatch.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that'll be the best. And then why don't you answer this one, Kyle, from Wooldog? What kind of stats will Justin Himbert have to put in order to win the MVP next season? And will he be snubbed because McDaniel will take some of the credit for unlocking him?
No, I don't think you don't get snubbed because you have a good OC. Yeah, I don't know. It always takes a pretty freaking crazy statistical season. He's gonna have to throw for 4,000 plus yards, and he's gonna have to have 30 plus, almost 40 touchdowns to win the MVP. That's just what it is pretty much every year. So, does he have it in him? 100%. He has it in him. So yeah, I just want the Super Bowl. I don't care about MVPs. That'll come if we're beating a bunch of teams and he's doing what we all know he can do. The MVPs will come.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. It's just a lot of excitement. It's like it's that time of the year where it's time to get excited again. We've had a couple weeks off after this loss. Let the Super Bowl happen. Let it just disappear because that's what we need. And then let's just get really excited about these players, this draft, this free agency. There's so much stuff to look forward to. And we're also looking forward to Adam coming back.
Please come back, Adam.
Let's be honest here. What did we learn, Kyle? What did we learn in this episode, Kyle?
I didn't learn anything that I didn't already know.
Exactly. And that's not what we're here for. We're always trying to maximize our day, always getting better, and we're not as good without Adam. So
no. But we attacked it with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
I even tried voices. So please don't
comment. Who's got it better than us?
Nobody, except for Adam. And please don't just like, if you don't want to comment on the voices, it's fine. Just don't put them in the comments. I don't need it.
Kevin.
I tried. I'm already hurting. But that'll do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final words, Kyle?
Nice. You remembered the final thoughts. No, I don't have any. It was sucky having a Sunday with no football. That was not fun, and that's going to be our near future here. So, yeah, that sucks. That's all I have. I guess that's how I'm going to end this.
Well, and my final thought is I have a movie coming out in theaters February 13th called The Mortuary Assistant. Go see it if you can. It's scary. If you don't like scary movies, it's probably not for you. But if you go see it, just remember that I was there when I made it, so it's not going to be that scary. So Mortuary Assistant in theaters February 13th. Well, I think that'll do it. Let's wrap this up. I can't remember what's his catchphrase at the end. Any squad, any place, something like that.
Who's got it better than us? Does he say that? What does he say? Bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Any place. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Somewhere out there, Wooldog is okay. Come home, our sweet prince. We miss you, and we are not okay. We miss you every day.